I'm so excited to be talking to you two, like in person, kind of virtually. The first time I found you, and tell me if this is how everybody else found you. I died, and I told my husband, I was like, honey, guess who I'm talking to today? Those girls who were watching that football game, and the announcers were like saying smutty book things, and they were like all into it. I die with that video. Did that video I mean, that's how I found you. Is that how a lot of other people found you, or is that just like one of many fun videos y'all did on Instagram?
A little bit of both. Yeah, it's we have a couple ones that are in circulation, but that is our most viewed video across multiple
Yeah.
platforms, even platforms that we didn't have accounts on.
hmm
So that one was in the viral category for sure.
Yes.
Hilarious. Are you guys on TikTok? Because I know I found you on Instagram. Are you on TikTok too? And which one is your bigger platform?
We're on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and then we're trying to start up a YouTube.
hmm
But our biggest platform is Instagram.
hmm
Okay, cool, cool. Okay, so I was like, you girls got to come on. You talk about books. You're hilarious. You're my kind of vibe. And you were like, yeah, but we don't monetize our bookish passion. And I'm like, first of all, I know that's not real life because you have like the following and the engagement to do that. And then you totally started monetizing. And I know because I'm one of the people who gave you money. So explain to me how you are monetizing your bookish passion.
It's been a very, very slow process because we wanted to start slow and do it in a way that did not put our authenticity in any kind of jeopardy or make our friends and followers think any less of us in a way. So we've been trying to just do it in a very slow, careful way so that we are still being true to ourselves and our passion and just still being able to kind of just bring people along with us, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. You're not doing it for the sake of doing it. You want to be strategic.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we also wanted to try and find a way that we could uplift like some of our favorite authors because I think sometimes with like paid partnerships or ads, it's like a mutually like beneficial financial exchange. And so I think we want to try and find a way that was how can we like all come together in the book space and say like let's spend time together. And so we thought we really should start a book club, but some of the apps that were out there don't really create sometimes the most like welcoming environment for authors. And we love connecting with authors. We want to know what inspired the story. We want to know how they got to where they were in their career. Like we just love getting to know people in this space. And so when we decided to go with Patreon, we just created like that one tier model that was just like anyone can join. Everyone's, you can leave at any time. If you don't like the book choice, you can back out and then come back in when we pick a book that you want to engage with readers about. And then it gave us an opportunity to have a way to kind of network with publishers and other authors to say, hey, we have this book club of around like 85 members. Would you come? And it's like that mutual handshake of it kind of guarantees sales for them and they volunteer their time with us. And so everyone wins. The readers get engagement. We get to have fun. We get to engage in the story in a really meaningful way by adapting like questions for the book and having reader threads and reader sprints, so people are reading together and like bonding over their favorite parts. So that's kind of how we got here, but it's still very new
Yes.
and we're still trying to figure it out. And so we don't have a lot of like confidence in that area of monetization, but we're figuring it out.
It's just still so new. So we're trying things and then we're kind of just asking for feedback from everybody on what they liked, what they could do without, what they would like to see added, things like that, so that we can kind of make it enjoyable for everybody and like compromise. And then eventually we'll have votes on what the books will be for the month.
Did you just tell your Instagram following, hey, we started a book club. It's on Patreon. Here's the link. Join us here. Is that how it happened?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
And it worked out very well because you, like I said, you have a good following, you have an engaged following. Last time I checked, it was around 70 some thousand on Instagram. Is that accurate today?
It's at we just hit 90,000 this month.
90,000.
Okay, so even better. That's super impressive, and I'm sure the majority of those people, they don't even know you have a book club just because it's like you post something and like fingers crossed people see it just because that's social media today. So we'll have to remind people over and over again. Okay, love that you're doing this. Love that when I reached out, you're like, we're not monetizing. And then I'm like, bitches, yes, you are. I'm in your Patreon, so I know you're monetizing. How did two bookends start? I'm guessing it was like the story of two friends we like to read, let's create content on the internet, but tell me like specifically how and when this started and how you grew on Instagram too, because that's very hard, especially now. I don't know when you started, but it just, I feel like is getting harder and harder.
I would agree with that. And I honestly don't even know if we know why we kind of.
Because you're freaking hilarious and you turn freaking sports announcers into smutty audio book readers.
I do think that just the amount of fun that we do like to have is portrayed in a lot of stuff that we do. But as far as our beginning, we were not big romance readers until a couple of years ago or a few years ago. And I think once we started reading the same books, we became even closer than we already had been. We've been best friends for 23 time flies, 23 years. And so, we just got busy with life and work and families, kids. And so this gave us a reason to talk more. And I think we've just been sending each other so many funny TikToks and Instagram reels back and forth that we were like, oh my gosh, we could totally do something like this and just like put our own little spin on it. And so we had gone to dinner and Barnes and Noble one night, and we're sitting at the bar in BJ's, and
Over a Pizookie.
yeah, a couple cocktails and a Pizookie and an appetizer later, we were like, well, what could our name be? And we just sat there and we were like, has to be something with two. There's two of us.
Two bookends is genius. And I love your neon behind you. Whose house are you at right now? Who has the neon, or do you both have a neon? Christy, you have the neon. I love it. I used to be like a hardcore thriller girl, and I am getting into so much more romance. I don't know what it is. Maybe I can blame BookTok and Bookstagram for it, but I'm like hardcore into it. And I just started down this dark romance rabbit hole. Those people are nuts, but I am here for it as
It's a
well.
slope.
Yeah.
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 Well, what's funny is you said you start out as you're like a thriller reader, but that was all I read before.
Yeah.
I would like go to Costco or Barnes and Noble and pick up like two or three thrillers a month, and they would just sit on my nightstand and I read for like an hour every night. And so like I'd always kind of read, and then she was more of a newer reader, and she started picking up Colleen Hoover during COVID.
Okay.
And then she was like, you got to try the Raven Hood. And so when that was like my first like romantic suspense. And so I was hooked.
Hold on. The Raven Hood?
Yes.
Mhm.
I don't know that.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh
well,
shit. Let me get on the Goodreads and add it.
you're gonna know.
So the Raven Hood series is a romantic suspense. It's a trilogy.
Mhm.
And then there's another series that's born afterwards, but just get through, we'll start with the trilogy.
Yes.
This is the Kate Stewart, right?
Yes.
Okay, girls. Added it as want to read. All right.
Yeah, so that was kind of like our gateway bonding
Mhm.
books. And the Raven Hood series has such a big fan following. So after we started posting on TikTok, we started meeting other readers
Mhm.
that really liked that series as well. And that was kind of the big start of like our page and our growth.
Yeah.
When was this?
July 2023.
Okay, so we're just 2 years in.
Yes. So
Yeah.
we've been doing this for 2 years.
Yeah.
A little.
Okay. the growth, I don't even know if I follow you guys on TikTok. Let me check out your TikTok because I feel like it's so weird. Do you find that some things land on TikTok and not on Instagram and vice versa? And you're like, I don't understand why that would happen.
Yeah,
Yes.
that I feel like the algorithms are very different on both platforms. I do feel like TikTok in general tends to push more clickbait negative content. I hate to say it that way, but
It's a little edgier on TikTok, but you guys
Yeah.
have a good following on TikTok too, and I do follow you there as well. Where do you guys get the, oh yeah, my favorite sports video. You have 9.3 million followers on TikTok. God, I love that one. I'm gonna link to it in the show notes so people can see it. It's hilarious. How did you put that one together with the announcers saying those things? Was that audio you found or what?
yeah, that
It
was
was
a
just
found audio
yeah, it was
clip
just a random audio clip, and we
that like a big football fan had made, and I even like had DM'd him and was like, "Hey, your sound clip like made us viral." Like I was gonna like reach out to him and just like say thank you, but he started following us and then he never responded. So I think he's just kind of the guy that just likes to listen to audio clips, and he probably made that and was like, maybe I shouldn't have posted.
He's like, I didn't see that going that direction, but there we are. Oh my God, it was so funny. Where do you get the ideas for this stuff? Because you have a lot of posts. Like it's not just the sound clips. You guys do a lot.
Yeah, we make a lot of different content, but I think that came from like figuring out ourselves and what kind of content we wanted to make. So like I think our motto in the beginning was like F it, post it.
Yeah.
I like that model.
Like what do what do we really have to lose? We're not doing anything stupid crazy.
Yeah.
And then I think we found the more that we just let the camera roll. So like the way we edit or like make content is we make long form content. And then we just break it down into small clips.
Yeah.
So I can take out some of the best parts and it keeps the video feel organic because it's just spliced down into like the highlights of us talking about a book. And then I feel like for sound clips, like Jen is the humor of the group. So I say like I'm the brains and
I bring the awkward.
and she's the heart. So as far as like editing content, that's more me, but then she comes up with some of the like takes the sound clips and then applies them in a silly way. And then so that we just kind of feed off each other in that way. But that's kind of where more the humor comes in is letting the camera roll and just seeing what you see is what you get kind of thing.
It makes for a lot of great blooper reels as well.
I'm sure, which you should post if you're not already posting those.
A lot of my mom rants they were not planned. Those are pretty much bloopers from just I didn't know she was already recording.
Well, that's something funny to bring. So like the other side of our Instagram following came from from a moment of an overstimulated mom. So I'm coming over to do a book review, and I just like I said, we just hit the camera, let it roll, and she gets in the car, and that video has a little over 2 million views on Instagram, over 1 million views on TikTok, and it's just her having a moment, and it's just me as her best friend, like letting her be herself and vent.
It's like I needed to pour off some energy, and she just sat there and accepted it graciously. And then we were able to go, all right, let's do this.
Okay, let's do our book review. But I posted that as like a blooper, like a funny moment, because most of our TikToks are like talking about a book. And that ended up following the side of like moms who read, like on Instagram and TikTok. And so that also we had a big growth after that too. And it was like, that's our target audience. That's fantastic. So now every once in a while I'll still post some of those, but
we never really know what we're going to get with the stuff that we post.
Yeah.
I mean, the football one obviously I think exceeded anything. I mean, we got so much fun feedback back. We got some weird feedback.
Yeah, you can. I mean, when you get anything that goes viral, it doesn't matter how positive it is. The weirdos will come out and let you know what they think.
Exactly. But I mean, and then the other ones, I mean, we never know who we're going to actually reach. So that's like a cool part of it. There's times when we like that football one. I was sick that day. I did not want to film. She was like, "Oh, look at this funny sound." And I was like, "Okay, well, we have to do that one." We were just hanging out with the kids the rest of the day, but we filmed it in like 5 seconds
Yeah.
and threw it on the internet. Did not see that coming. I was like, if I would have known, I would have put a little bit more effort into.
No, you look fabulous. The facial expressions we're giving.
But it's always like, we but then we could spend hours trying to make something, and
it gets, a couple hundred views. You're like,
Yeah,
okay.
that's the life. That's the life of posting on the internet for sure. What advice would you have for somebody who wants to start a Bookstagram or a BookTok and eventually grow it into a business where they're making money off of their following?
I think it goes back to why we've just been so slow to even try to monetize. And it's that just stay authentically you. The more you feel like you are getting the authentic person, I mean, there's a trust that goes along with that, and that trust that you build with your following, and some of your following becomes your friends, and
Mhm.
you build those relationships.
Yeah.
And it's a very beautiful thing. I feel like we have been extremely fortunate, blessed, lucky, whatever you want to call it, because we have developed some of the most amazing relationships from this.
Yeah.
And I hope that people always know that they are getting our true, authentic selves. And the minute that stops becoming a fact, I feel like is when I think we would lose our passion and our heart for doing this.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's another reason why, the slow to monetize is because it is so much fun and it is a passion. We didn't want it to feel like a job.
Yes, that was a big thing that I think we struggled with, because for example, like kind of earlier on, we had been approached by somebody for like a brand ambassador. And when we had been kind of talking about it, it just didn't feel right. I think mainly because I was like, well, what is our brand? Because like if somebody wants to be a brand ambassador, they're kind of like, your cooperation in merging your brands, right? And I was like, well, I don't, we're a brand, I guess. Like what is that? Like what does that mean? We're not business savvy. We're not, it's definitely not anything that we have experience in. So I think it took a little bit of time to kind of figure out what our values were in this social media space. And I think once we kind of figured that out, it was much easier to start saying no to a lot of things that just didn't feel right. And we were okay with, we didn't get into this for money. And if we do end up making money in the long term of this, awesome.
Yeah.
But I want it to be in a way where we're partnering with brands, and we're creating a brand that is true to us. Because if you have created something that isn't true to you, people are going to see through it, and they're not going to stick around.
Well, and then you lose that rapport and that trust that you have with your following.
When Kim Kardashian back in the day, right? Like back in the day when people started learning what an influencer is, and one week she would do like a Carl's Jr. sponsorship, and the next week she was doing like a waist trainer. Like those two don't go together.
Right.
Like pick a lane. You're just saying yes to everything that comes your way, type of thing.
It takes away, people don't at that point, they don't really, like, you're not being genuine.
Yeah.
You're just kind of taking the deals and taking the money, and just, oh yeah, sure, I'll do whatever for money. Like, no, at that point you that's a slippery slope when you start selling your soul. And
the truth is, like, we're not really good actresses.
No.
if we're gonna partner with somebody or sell a product, it's because it's something that we enjoy and that we like. Because I'm not selling it to you, and I'm just showing you what I enjoy about it.
Yeah.
or that's what it feels like when we're making the content.
Right.
Right.
How do you guys schedule making the content? Because this isn't like a full-time gig. I mean, obviously you live near each other, but how do you schedule making the content? And do you try to like say we're going to post 5 times a week and we have to shoot this much content? Like, what are the logistics behind all that?
I feel like we used to stress about it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Now we've pretty much gotten it down to, look, if it gets done, it gets done. Great. If not, it's okay. Like
It's not the end of the world
Yeah.
if we don't post 3 times in a week or whatever. I think as far as logistic goes, she's about 20 minutes from my house,
mhm,
and we try to shoot 2 times a month minimum,
mhm.
anywhere between me coming over with a cup of coffee and sitting in the car, and that's
Yes.
like a 2-hour session.
We love our car chats.
Yeah, we love our car chats. Or her coming over here with our vinyl sign and we shoot a little bit of content, and that could be anywhere between like a day. Sometimes we'll have a sleepover with the kids,
Oh,
and
yeah.
we just kind of all throw the kids together. And
How old are the kids?
My oldest is almost 10, and then I have 8-year-old twins and a 5-year-old.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I have one, and my oldest is about 4 months younger than her oldest, so they're best friends. So
Yes.
it does make, when we do get together and do things, it is very family oriented and fun. It's just we don't tend to show a lot of parts of that part of our life, I think,
Yeah.
because we really want to keep the book page like for us.
Mhm.
Right.
And
But our kids get along really well.
yeah,
They're all pretty much
they're all besties.
besties. They're all like siblings at this point. They talk to each other every single day. They talk to each other probably more than we do now.
Yeah.
They just FaceTime each other.
Yeah.
That's good. Let's go back to the book club because I know you just picked your first book. And tell me how you picked the first book. And I see like the author is out and about with you guys too. Like I've seen that stuff. So tell me how that all came to be.
We had gotten the Dream On arc by Jennifer Hartman, and it was right around the time that we were even thinking about making a book club. It just was an easy decision to say, hey,
yeah.
let's
So
make this our first
we
book.
were also already on her advanced copy team. So we were like already part of her reader group. And so for the first 2 choices, we wanted to pick new releases to guarantee that anyone that joins hasn't read the book, right? That's a big thing of like, we could pick like a really popular book, but maybe people wouldn't join because they're like, oh, I already read it.
Yeah.
So we wanted to pick new releases, and we wanted to pick authors that we already had connections with, whether it's through going to other events, so we just had their emails. So Jennifer Hartman's somebody that we were on her reader team, so that was easy. We just reached out and said, hey, we'd love to highlight your book for our first month of Patreon, and she was like, oh my gosh, yes. And then we had already worked with an indie romance bookstore closer to us in Temecula, California, and her publisher to add her to the book tour.
Mm-hmm.
And we offered to moderate her Q&A. And so she just came out this weekend, and this was the last stop on her book tour. And so we kind of got the weekend with her, and it was incredible.
We made it a closing, a big bang. It was perfect.
It was a great way to start off our book club, because I have like 6 signed copies of her library that we're going to give away on the book club.
What else should we be reading?
Anything by Jennifer Hartman.
Anything by Jennifer Hartman. She is an incredible poetic romance writer, and all her books have so much heart and angst and heartbreak.
Is there smut?
Yes.
Okay.
Like a slow burn.
Everything like the intimacy always progresses her stories. It doesn't like smut. It feels like intimacy. It's written very, very well.
It's there for a reason.
And it's always progressing the plot. I think that's why I like her spice so much, is like it just feels right.
Okay, so join the book club, read Dream On.
Yes. So, and then some of our other favorites for you is Catch the Sun.
Yes.
And probably Lotus.
And
I don't know those either.
Those are all by Jennifer Hartman as well.
Oh, okay. Same author. Okay.
Her writing is just, it's like butter. It is so, you glide through, and it just,
You're selling me.
Yeah. Her most popular book is probably one of the darkest romance you could find. It's called Still Beating. That one's also being picked up by Passion Flix to be turned into a movie.
Fun. Okay.
Some of our favorites. And then we are big TL Swan fans.
Yes.
Have you ever
read TL Swan?
No, I swear I read books, guys. I swear.
Hers have more smut.
They're more spicy.
They're definitely more spicy.
Very angsty. She writes male main characters that you want to strangle.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else. We want to strangle?
So that
that's how it starts off.
That's how it starts off.
And then eventually you're like, how did she get me from hating this guy to just want drooling over him?
Okay, like the Miles High Club, is that her?
Yeah, read that one. Start there.
Okay. I'm not sold on the covers. I am very shady and I judge books by their covers. I'm not sold on the covers.
Don't judge these books by the covers.
Okay. All right. I know I shouldn't do that anyway. It's terrible.
Or look at the covers for, well, I guess the covers kind of look the same on Kindle.
Well, no, Limited. So her new covers.
Oh yeah, I have them right here.
That just came out.
Wait, hold on. Are they the ones that have like it's like a script?
So
let me see. Show me the new covers.
A different series.
This is the Mr. series.
These ones are good too.
This is a nanny age gap.
Yes. I do like those. Okay, but you start with Miles High Club, or should I start with?
Yeah, so those are the old covers. Those are the old covers. She's getting
all new ones.
The new ones are beautiful,
and they're beautiful with sprayed edges, and it's like orange. It's
if you go on her social media, you'll see the new covers, and I'm obsessed. I want them all.
Yes. Okay. Oh my gosh, these are big. This says it's 520 some pages.
It
doesn't feel that big when you're reading them now.
And these are like a commitment. It's like a romantasy. There's like a stack of them, like Mr. Masters.
That's more of a billionaire series romance.
It is. So there's 4 brothers.
Yes,
and each book is one of the brothers' main story, but all the characters kind of cross over and around. But that one was a fun one. I really enjoyed the humor, the banter, the spice, the grumpiness. I love a.
She's an enemies to lovers, like
grumpy sunshine.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. So
the last romance I did the Lights Out and Caught Up by Navessa Allen.
Okay.
Dark romance.
Yeah.
Very sexy, but good.
Yeah.
Have you read any fantasy books?
I'm not a fantasy girl, but I did do ACOTAR.
Okay.
I liked it.
Okay.
I did Fourth Wing.
Okay.
I was so ready for Onyx Storm to be over. I was so bored. I might not read the fourth one.
Okay.
But I still feel like I'm emotionally attached to Violet and Xaden.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And I'm all for, I know these are fictional characters, but like somebody on TikTok makes them like AI real. And I have the biggest crush on Xaden now. He's so freaking hot and he's not a real human.
How do you feel about like gore? Like, did you ever watch Dexter?
No, I've heard about it. I wouldn't be disturbed if it's fiction. I can't read like a true crime nonfiction. I get too disturbed.
Oh, okay. So there's a series by Bryn Weaver.
The Butcher and Blackbird.
Starts with Butcher and Blackbird.
People like that. I've seen that one everywhere. I need to do that one too. Jesus, girls.
They're just so good because it gives like this.
It's like a lighter dark romance because there's a lot of humor in it. But
I like the humor. Oh my gosh. Do you guys, you know who I'm obsessed with? Do you guys read Megan Quinn?
Oh we love Megan Quinn.
Obsessed. Like laughing out loud.
Yeah, crying, laughing out loud. Yes.
So funny, that woman.
So she had posted, I think yesterday or the day before, a picture that she has of Adam Sandler
in
her stories, and she's like, do you think he'd think it was weird that I look at him every day? And I was like, oh my gosh, I just had a light bulb moment. You are to us what Adam Sandler is to people who watch like comedies.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're our Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
I could see that. Yeah. She's our, yeah, for sure.
Like every story from her, we're just cracking up.
I'm also new to Abby Jimenez. She's a funny one.
Mm-hmm.
We just read our first one, but it was not a rom-com.
Yeah, no, hers was a much more like contemporary, heavier.
Which one was that? What was that called?
Say You'll Remember Me.
Mhm.
Oh, yes, yes.
That one was.
But it was
That
so
was the
good.
latest one.
So
Yes.
good.
It was good. I liked the last series she did, the Part of Your World, Yours Truly, and then whatever the third one is after that. And there's actually like in one of those, I don't think it was Yours Truly, it's in whatever one is after that. You like meet the characters in Say You'll Remember Me. Like
Oh,
she kind of does like a little of those crossover cameo things. And if you're not paying attention or if you haven't read the other book, it like won't click. But if you have, you're like, oh my God, that's so cool. You know what I mean?
I do love when they do
Yeah.
that. Little Easter eggs.
I love it. Yeah, when they sprinkle.
Yes, an Easter egg. Very, very Swifty of her.
We're 2_bookends on Instagram, 2bookends, all one word, on TikTok and Facebook. And we have a YouTube channel, but there's nothing on there yet.
It's to come. It's in progress.
Yeah.
You guys have so many videos that you could put so many shorts on there.
That's what I've been told. That's it.
Yeah.
Because we do so many recordings in long format.
Oh, that's true too. Yeah.
Long format, put it on YouTube and just
Yeah.
take for our Instagram and TikTok.
That's what we're going to try and do moving forward.
Good idea. Good idea. Just adding to the list of things to do.
Exactly. With the laundry, the dishes. Yep.
And all the things. Thank you, girls.
Thank you so much.
you.
They can see you, dude. What are you doing? They just got home from school. Can you please shut the door? Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, we know that struggle probably more than you know.
I meant shut the door with you on the other side of it. Dude, let me talk to the girls. Let me finish. Okay? Go. My 5-year-old. Go on the other side of it, okay? I'm just going to be like 5 more minutes. Thank you. Oh, dear God, he counts to 5. That's seconds. Seriously, Dylan, get out. Shut the door. Stop.
It's so funny.
Do you guys work from home?